because
late to join the meeting room, failure to do any homework, blunt refusal to do certain activities, turning off the camera, late in submitting assignment, practicing plagiarism on doing assignment. And this is some reasons why they do that. Forget to turn off their microphone, working while having online class, having bad internet connection, not accustomed with the application used for submitting assignment, not confident to their self performance, and having no internet quota, etc. Okay, I think that's all. So thank you for the time given to me. So I get back the time again to moderator. Okay, please, Pak Yusuf.
Thank you very much, Ibu Nana Suciati and Pak Syahabuddin. All right, so we are going to move to the next presenters in this session. Yeah. Kemudian untuk pemberitahuan kemungkinan we are not going to have the question and answer session, Bapak dan Ibu. Jadi nanti kalau misalnya tertarik dengan masalah kayak tadi, misalnya masalah online, ya, sepertinya itu masalah kita semua ya, Ibu Nana. Seperti turn off kamera dan juga chatting misalnya. It's all of us, all of us here yang punya masalah seperti itu ya. Ya, karena waktunya agak mepet, nanti jam 4 kita akan punya plenary session lagi. Ya, so the question and answer sessions mungkin akan langsung nanti kepada Bapak Ibu yang mungkin ada pertanyaan kepada para presenter hari ini. Ya, silahkan nanti lihat di kontak di program booknya. Di sana ada kontak masing-masing presenters dan mungkin akan bisa ditanyakan langsung. Tapi kita lihat nanti, mudah-mudahan mungkin masih bisa kita usahakan. Okay, the next presenters is going to be Putu Ranti Wijayanti dan Gani Muhammad dari Muhammadiyah Jebarang dan Purwokerto. With the title of their presentation will be Analysis of Synchronous in E-Learning, Take Training During the COVID-19 Pandemic. Okay. To Ibu Putu and Pak Gani, the floor is yours.
Okay, good afternoon, Bapak Ibu.
Good afternoon.
In this special occasion, let me deliver the topic with the title An Analysis of Synchronous in E-Learning Tweak Training During COVID-19 Pandemic. Okay, for the first outline, the chapter 1, Introduction, chapter 2, Research Methodology, chapter 3, Result and Discussion, and the last is Conclusion. For the chapter 1 will be delivered by myself. For introduction, okay. Synchronous is one of the technologies which provide virtual meeting, live chatting for the user. As we know, the pandemic of COVID-19 has impacted too many sectors in our education field. The phenomena called the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture for changing temporarily the education policies, which conventional to the modern, or we can call it online learning. In line with time management and technical skill regarding technologies, self-efficacy can affect the online learning outcomes. Then, both teacher and student are required to utilize various technologies such as WhatsApp, Google Classroom, YouTube, Zoom, and other social media. By using those platforms, the teacher are expected to optimize in delivering the material and student knowledge. Yeah. And then in line with the program of Culture and Education Ministry, we can call it Kemendikbud. It collaborated with ETS, yeah, educational test.
Teachers are the power force of delivering effective podcast-based speaking activities. So the teacher need to select interesting and relevant materials and platform for the student if they want to use podcast. The second one, teacher need to scaffold and instill student intrinsic motivation. And also the manual and modeling require sustained assistance. So the scaffolding is not supposed to happen only at the first meeting of certain activity, but also during the process of learning. And then the third one, establishing the sense of autonomy. The teacher should establish the sense of autonomy, relatedness, and competence in tandem. So we have to also see the spread of those of autonomy, relatedness, and competence in our learning activities. And then this one, marrying podcasts with some engaging platform and activities will provide potential positive engagement. And the last, but not the least, this is maybe for my personal food of thought, and hopefully will be some takeaway for you if you are intent to use podcasts in your classroom. So this is creating engaging instruction is not a magic overnight storyline. It contains challenges and problems, as what I have already experienced, requiring sustained critical reflection, some negotiation, modification, and refinement. And our student and we as a teacher deserve the right to co-construct, co-evaluate, and critique. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Husnul Khotimah from Universitas Mataram. It's like we have heard and seen all the presentation from the presenter, and unfortunately, Ms. Hilma Suryani and Ms. Tatu Zekiatunufus can attend our session, and our time is close to the limit. I'm so sorry, but I will give one maybe question for the session, just for one question. There's any There's a question who can give to the presenter? Just one, because our time is extremely.
I'm sorry, Bu Devi, for taking too much time.
Oh, it's okay. I'm so interesting with the presentation.
Bapak Ibu, we really need your suggestion, your input, or something.
Okay. Please, there's a question for 5 presenter in this session.
Oh yeah, sampai mati. I'm sorry. I believe that we have a lot of questions in our mind, especially because this is directly connected with our daily life, like the problems we have, yeah, and then like the developing materials, and also from the blended learning that we cannot separate that with our life right now with the conditions. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time, everyone, for having the question and answer sessions. The first is because I think the technical problems that we have in the beginning of the session, and we are so sorry for that condition. And then if you are having questions, perhaps you can contact the author of the presentations. It is available in the program book. Yeah. And after this, please join the plenary sessions. The attendance list or daftar hadir of our today's seminar will be shared in the last session. Jadi nanti presentasinya akan dibagikan di plenary sessions-nya. Untuk linknya, everyone, linknya atau tautannya nanti akan bisa diakses di tautan yang sama dengan tautan yang tadi pagi, dan tadi juga sudah dibagikan oleh panitia di grup WhatsApp untuk presenters. Jadi silakan klik link tersebut yang nanti akan kita mulai kurang lebih 15 menit lagi, Bapak dan Ibu. Nah, silakan join lagi di sana. Presensi akan dibagikan di sana. Dan sekali lagi mohon maaf karena we don't have time for the question and answer session. Tadi sebenarnya saya melihat wajah-wajah yang penasaran berkaitan ke presentasi. Tapi silakan tahan dulu, silakan langsung kontak saja supaya lebih puas untuk konsultasi dengan pemilik materi yang sudah presentasi hari ini. And to close our session today, I would like to invite everyone to turn on the camera for the documentation of our presentation today. Silakan Bapak Ibu yang mungkin masih mematikan kameranya, bisa diaktifkan terlebih dahulu agar kita bisa melakukan sesi dokumentasi. Thank you. Tunggu beberapa. Oke, masih terlihat wajah yang bersemangat untuk hari ini. Terima kasih. Kita akan mulai ngambil gambar. Silakan berikan senyum terbaik Bapak dan Ibu semua. Let's start in 1, 2, 3. Ya, sekali lagi Bapak dan Ibu. 1, 2, 3.